First, there will be spoilers for the entirety of Invincible Season 1. Second, the title is hyperbolic and an oversimplification of my thoughts. While my enjoyment of this show does not match the broad consensus, this is by no means a bad show. A solid 7.5 or 8 in my book. I just wish I enjoyed it more and will go over some of my frustrations with the series. So sit back and enjoy, and hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from. Invincible is a good show, and at many points I would even call it a great one. Each episode is engaging and well written. Mark is a fantastic main character, most of the drama is earned, the action is awesome, and the momentum is so strong and makes you want to watch the next episode. But the thing that I kept hearing and the thing that made me so excited to watch the show was that it was different, and kinda, I hate to be this shallow about it, but it's different in the sense that it's not Marvel or DC. I do like that the creator basically said screw it and just made his own Justice League and other DC characters, not in a malicious way or anything, but just as a way to tell a compelling story. You don't have to wait to helm your own Justice League project, and you also don't have to create a brand new superhero. There is a middle ground when it comes to creating new superhero stories, and this is a fantastic middle ground. So it is different in that way, and the tone is somewhat self-aware, but as far as how the plot unfolds or the themes presented, not really. Different is not the word I would use to describe the show. Even something like with Mark's school drama, which is a very good way to kind of mix things up, make it feel more modern and realistic, it's pretty shallow and one-dimensional, very just basic Peter Parker struggles, just with a more annoying MJ. But besides me disagreeing with this characterization of the show, my biggest problem with the show, or more my frustration, I mean that, it's a frustration. I really wish I could not be annoyed by this thing, and that's Omni-Man. Now just hear me out, I really do want to love how they set up his character, but I'm having a very hard time doing so. I did watch this video on Omni-Man and thought it was very good, but I still have some issues or more just questions, so here they are. At the end of the first episode, Omni-Man kills the Guardians of the Globe. This fight scene is awesome. It is bloody, it is brutal, it is gruesome. Those were all the same words. Unfortunately, I was kind of spoiled when it came to this scene. I knew it existed and I knew Omni-Man wasn't a good guy, but regardless, it was effective and it builds intrigue. Each episode you want to know, why did he do that and how is he going to get caught and how are people going to react? That is the intrigue for the show. And for the most part, it does a phenomenal job building intrigue. Now this is just my opinion, just like the whole video, but as the series progresses, it becomes more annoying and frustrating that they keep teasing this reveal but never give us really any clues. Well, I take it back. There is this one clue that they give, and I think it's episode 2, where he's on this alien planet and he says,
"You don't seem to understand. Earth isn't yours to conquer."
Which is a really well-placed subtle hint that he is here to conquer Earth, which I kind of already guess, that's what all bad guys want, right? He's clearly not going to be some Joker anarchist, he's more like Zod. So I kept expecting the series to drop clues of this master grand plan and this great villain I keep hearing people talk about. But no, his master plan is just indeed conquering Earth, because that's what he was sent to do. Now, I do blame this on hype, it's my fault for expecting more, but I also would disagree with this insane praise that Omni-Man is getting as a villain. He is a good villain, he's a fun villain to watch, he's intriguing, but a great villain is not something I would describe him as. So going back to the big exposition scene, we learn that basically he's from a planet that is insanely violent and their goal is to conquer planets. Once again, which in my opinion is kind of lame and kind of a letdown, but fine, I can accept that, but what is really bothering me is this part. He stays on Earth for decades. His mission was to weaken Earth, but he saw one woman and was like, nah, never mind. And this was all taking place when he was like at the peak of being a proud and war-hungry Viltrumite. In my opinion, him falling in love with Debbie makes very little sense. Plus, why does he wait at all? I took to Twitter to ask this, and I did get some good responses. Some people were saying that he waits to Mark, which doesn't really answer my main question. Why did he wait at all? Why did he even have a family? My boy Neek did give me a good answer and told me that Viltrumites are supposed to wait before they conquer planets and learn about them, which, thank you, answers my question on why he waited for so long. But him falling in love with a human is still something I just can't wrap my head around. Someone with that perfect of a mustache who doesn't have a special Viltrumite in their life. At first, I was comparing him marrying a human to like Voldemort marrying a Muggleborn, which granted isn't a good comparison. Voldemort marrying a Muggleborn makes a lot less sense than what happens in Invincibles, but it's still in the realm of, wait, what? And once again, the reason the ending and reveal fell flat for me is honestly a testament to how great the rest of the show is. The tension and writing is so well done, so when the big reveal is just, I'm a murdering maniac with a really bizarre spectrum of tolerance, it just feels like air was released out of a balloon. But then again, the rest of the party was so insanely fire, Who cares? But in summary, Invincibles is a great show, do not get me wrong. There's a ton of other stuff that I didn't touch on, like Adam Eve, the Teen, Robot, Titan, and of course, Alan. It's a show that has a ton to offer, and I did appreciate almost all of it, but the hype did affect my viewing experience a little bit, and I'm still having a hard time wrapping my head around exactly how they set up Omni-Man. Like I said in the beginning, this is still a solid 7.5 or 8 in my book. I just wanted to get my thoughts out here in this kind of quick and clickbaity way, so. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. That would be much appreciated. I will see you in the next video. May the force be with you.